Welcome to Pathways of Hope. I am Raul Roncal, and I will again give you the reflection for today. Have you ever experienced wanting to know God or wanting to draw near to God and still feel that He is very far away? Well, the passage that we're reflecting on today promises us that it's possible for us to have a relationship with God. The passage today is taken from the Gospel of John, chapter 17, 20 to 26. And this passage is found in this chapter, which is called the High Priestly Prayer of Jesus. Now, what does that mean for us modern people? Well, the high priest for the Jewish nation was the one who would go to the temple, especially on this day, which they call the Day of Atonement, the time when they are supposed to reconcile with God. And the high priest was supposed to represent God's people with the intention of bringing everyone back to God. And it's the only time that the high priest can actually utter the name of God, because for the Jews, God was a distant God. God was very far. And this one day, the Day of Atonement, is the time when the high priest could actually say the name of God. Here in this chapter, Jesus says that prayer in a similar pattern, seemingly imitating this high priest. But then he makes a declaration at the very end that is very important for us Christians. He says this at the very end: I have made known to them your name, and I will make it known. Jesus is saying that because of Him, we can know God. The word know, or know the name of God, the word know is not only an intellectual knowledge. I know the name of Raul Roncal. The word name in the scriptures means the very person or the whole person. And to know God does not only mean you know His name, but it means you have a relationship with Him. To know the name of God means you have a relationship with God. And Jesus is promising this to anybody who was listening to Him. From now on, you can know God. You can have a relationship with God. A profound promise for us in this day and age. Many people today don't even believe in God. And yet the promise of Christ in this gospel is very clear. I have made known the name of God. You can know God, and you can continue to know Him. You can continue to have a relationship with Him. So, if any of the listeners today, if you are struggling with your relationship with God, or you don't even know God, I'd like to challenge you by inviting you to say a prayer today. And say it this way: God, I want to get to know you. And if the promise of Christ is true, you will know God, and God will find a way for you to know Him. Open your heart, open your mind, and be aware, and slowly search for Him. Begin reading the Bible, talking to people, asking people about your faith, because the promise of Jesus is very clear. Our high priest, Jesus Christ, is saying, I have made known the name of God. We can know God. He is not far. He is very near. Open your heart that you may know God and experience His love in your life.